Hello everybody! I forgot about the webcam. And welcome back to Animal Crossing New Leaf. Welcome Amiibo. I'm awake. We have a mango. We got it. Gabby showed up after yesterday's episode and was like, hey, I want to visit. And it's like, Gabby, I'm trying to end the episode. And she's like, but I have a mango. Okay, listen to this, Steven. I have this dream. Your hair was wet from the endless rain. As I stood watching it, it started floating like seaweed in a storm. I think it means you need to shower more. Okay, Carlos. Kind of rude, but, you know, not completely unwarranted. Yeah, I know this video is a day ahead of when this happened, but that Nintendo Direct, eh? There was some pretty cool stuff there, and the things I think a lot of people are excited about aren't exactly what I'm excited about. Not gonna lie, the thing I am most excited about from the presentation, though I have nobody to play it with. Well, I might be able to get one of my old friends from school convinced to play with me, but is Perfect Dark coming to the N64 emulator with online multiplayer? Hi there, hun. Did you say you wanted a swell tea? Says a while ago, I just remembered, but I never used mine. Do you want it? Sure. All yours, pizza bun. So happy I could put a smile on your face. Now, I said this already, but I've really only used it once. Okay. I mean, you didn't say you only used it once. You said you'd never really use it, but same thing, really, I suppose. Now, I just want to do this quick loop up around here. And then we'll head back down, and then we'll check our turnip prices, because we don't have a huge amount of time to sell turnips. So, if the turnip prices are even good. That's the big if. But yeah, there's a lot of Metroid in this direct, including the final announcement, which, I don't want to sound rude, I like Metroid, but, man, I know Metroid's underserved, but, man. Ooh, 139. The afternoon price will probably be better. Because this doesn't feel like a random week. This feels like the beginning of the spike. So, do I risk it? It is Wednesday. Wednesday into Thursday. That sounds like a normal spike. So, yeah, let's wait for the afternoon price. And if the price is down, then I'm just gonna sell. Even if it's a loss, because that indicates the price is probably just gonna keep going lower. But yeah, Perfect Dark with online multiplayer is going to be so much freaking fun. I mean, Perfect Dark multiplayer was already a lot of fun, and now it'll have online multiplayer, It'll basically also add another version of Perfect Dark that I've played. Completing, at the moment of all the versions that exist, I have played all of them. Except, you know, the emulated version coming soon. So. How's your morning, hun? I hope it's great, Eeks. What do you want to talk about? Let's chat. Waiting to catch in the bugs, aren't you? Because I told him about a stag beetle. Any kind of stag beetle. Sure. That requires the island, though. Because we don't got stag beetles in town, I don't think. So I might need to go to the island if I want to complete that request. Which, like, I do want to complete the request. It's just like, I don't know if I want to go to the island today. Because, like, I'm starting my day a little later than I'd planned. Because I ended up sleeping in, and then there was the Nintendo Direct, which took up some time, and it's like, I mean, I didn't need to watch the Direct, but, like, I know from in the past, I'd have people be like, hey, did you see the Direct? And I'd always be like, nah, man, I don't watch it. And then, like, I started watching them because everyone would always ask me about them. I did miss, actually, the first probably, like, 10 minutes of the Direct. I'll have to go back and, like, see what was announced. New Zelda game where Zelda is actually the protagonist seems pretty cool. The thing I'm not sure about it is, like, okay, I don't mind the idea of their gimmick of, like, you going around and, like, copying stuff and then using that stuff to do things. And Frisk, can you leave my legs alone, please? Can you leave my cord alone, please? Frisk. Be good. Jesus. I apologize. She is being a right pain in the ass this morning. And I don't know why. She has everything she could want other than the curtain up, and I'm not putting the curtain up. If I didn't live in a basement, I wouldn't have an issue leaving, like, having the curtain open, or not even having a curtain. But I live in a basement. And, like, we're right by the road, and yeah, I don't want people looking in at me, or watching what I'm doing, or whatever, like, it's weird, I don't want that. Wait, do I have all the dig things? I have all 4 fossils, all 3 gyroids? Okay. Hello, Lobo. Please want to buy something I've got. This is kind of a nowhere, but I was thinking maybe it's time for me to try an image change, you know? So, could you maybe think of a thoughtful greeting for me to use? I mean, maybe. I mean, he's on Woof. He's had Bork. Boof. Yeah, sure. Sure, my man. He's not one of the dogs that goes boof. Fuchsia! How's it going, girl? Scram! Made myself get up early so you wouldn't outshine me. Yawn. So sleepy. So anyway, you need something? Let's talk. Oh, hey. No, this is short notice and also a little weird, but can I come to your house right now? It's just, I've been curious about your place for a while now. It's been bugging me. What do you say? Okay, I guess. Awesome. It's gonna be great. Let's get going, queen. And it has been a while since Fuchsia has been at our house, or that we've had any animal at our house, really. So... But yeah, like, the thing that kind of makes me a little iffy about the new Zelda game is that it seems very much like combat is entirely reliant on, like, the things you've copied. I didn't track any dirt from inside it, did I? We all good? In here is dirt. Sahara kind of ripped up all my flooring and replaced it with dirt. So, you're good. This place is starting to smell just like you. Because it makes sense. House usually ends up smelling like the people in it, right? Maybe that goes for my house, too. Heh. It's kind of embarrassing when I think about it, Queen. We'll come into the gyroid room, / the back room. Or the back rooms, if you will. Which is very boring, and you're going to complain that there's nothing on the wall. Mega Dinkoid, you've got such good taste. And among gyroids, there are good faces and bad faces. Mega Dinkoid has a good one, Queen. These are my regular gyroids. You have seen them before. And now she's only going to complain because I have nothing on the wall in there. With the simplest furniture, the personality of the homeowner always shines through. What are you calling simple here, Fuchsia? And you better not insult this room over here, Fuchsia, or else we're gonna have some problems. This room needs more work. It does need a few more things. So can I check out every room? You're in a different room. How about you comment on this one? This really smells like you, Queen. But you comment on this room, Fuchsia. It's a pretty nice room with some pretty nice stuff. Fuchsia. Fuchsia, I'm not sure I like that. Frisk. Can you be good? And here we get the basement. Fuchsia, why are you smelling everything in my house? Why are you so on about the smell, Fuchsia? Fuchsia, this is getting weird. Frisk is in one of her I want to get into absolutely everything I can moods. And I have no idea why. She's on the fast track to being put in timeout, though. This room. Well, I suppose it suits your personality, Queen. Yeah, it's got a bunch of friend photos. The wallpaper given by Isabel. Some icy stuff. Got a nice old-timey music player playing. Which, quite honestly, I prefer to, like, more recent things. So, like, okay. I like the sound of, like, a vinyl record playing. I could not handle a vinyl record. Like, I could not physically pick one up. I'm allergic to vinyl. Like, it's a real problem, honestly. Okay, it is about to be the afternoon. I need to get these fossils identified so I can even, like, get the money rock. So, I should put those gyroids away while I was home. I didn't think of that. Well, if the tournament prices will probably be better. It was 139 I skipped out on. So, like, I'm gonna be heading back to my home anyway, so that works out. Blethery boy! Into the Sapphire Museum. To assess a fossil! They're simply quite splendid. In fact, the museum already has them all. I mean, Blathers, if you really wanted these fossils, I would just give them to you, my man. Like, you wouldn't need to pay me for them. You could just have them. They just appear in the ground every single day. They are, like, they're more common than junk is in this town. Like, that's you know, it's nothing to worry about there, my man. Like, you're good. Now let's come sell these fossils and hopefully not see like a 50 bell turnip price. Watch that actually have been the final instance of the spike. But prices have been kind of going down, so... 143. It is slightly higher. I will take 143. Just because I am so heavily invested into them. Sounds good to me, Reese. And it'll probably earn me another badge. Potentially, because, like, we are going to be getting a decent little profit off of this. But yeah, like, the fact that it doesn't look like with the new Zelda game that you'll have a direct way of fighting yourself that isn't, like, pick up object, throw object, that has me a little concerned, because, like, it's a Zelda game, and, like, the times they've tried to do things that aren't normal, it doesn't always land well. Normal in quotations. I need to put these gyroids, like, in the dresser, because, like, I don't have room in my other storage areas. Do I have, like, 3 empty slots on the same page anywhere? Yes, I do. Right here. What I could actually see about doing... And this would be if I really wanted to get serious about turnips, which I would need a lot more bells first. But what I could do is empty out the dresser into our other storage here, and then use the entirety of our dresser for storing turnips. That way, it's a single-purpose thing, and I can access them from basically anywhere. Because, like, you can access them from the train station as well as your home. So, like, I didn't have to go back to my home to put the gyroids away. I could have went to the train station. I just like going to my home. It just feels nicer and more right. And yeah, seeing there's going to be a remaster of, like, the first 3 Dragon Quests as well, that's also pretty freaking cool. Everyone will get to experience, but thou must! Which I want to explain, but explaining it... Well, explaining it doesn't exactly ruin it. But it is, like, minor spoilers for the very first Dragon Quest game. So... Nah, I won't say anything. I don't want to spoil anything about them. If you know what But Thou Must is, you know. If you don't, you don't. You'll have to figure it out. Yeah, that's not a stag beetle. But you know, it might actually count as one. I don't know. Because, like, it does have stag beetle properties to it. So maybe? I'll have to check with Bella. And I do have, like, 1 empty inventory spot for while I'm doing this stuff, so... As long as I don't accidentally sell the thing. I could put it in the letter. I should put it in the letter from Kurlos. That way I don't lose it. Just want to step out of my house so an animal doesn't show up while I'm messing with my letters. Oh, I can't. Okay, I'll move it like that, so it's behind the umbrella, so I can remind myself easier while selling things, while rambling, that... Yeah. But yeah, it is really nice that we are getting a Zelda game where, like, Zelda is the protagonist. That's not one of the CDI games. And to bring in a lot of stuff. the deal. Like, also, it's nice that we're getting the old, Marvel vs. Capcom game. Like, the game or games. I didn't actually, like, I didn't pay terribly too much attention to the full list of games, but we're at least getting Marvel vs. Capcom, which is kind of cool. Like, that's a pretty neat game. I also already forget the name of it, but there was one game they announced that looked kind of cool, but then lost me the moment they were like, this is going to be free and time limited. It's like, but why? Nintendo, stop it with time limited stuff. Like, okay, if it was time limited just to download it for free, that would be fine, Nintendo. If, like, it's time limited for now and as a free game, and then like a year down the road you then had to pay $15 for it, that would be fine. I don't like how many games they've released that are purely time limited, because like it's just disheartening knowing that that game, whether it be good or bad, is just gonna vanish. And there's nothing anyone can do about it. There's no preserving that game. It's just going to be gone. And that sucks. Like, it really sucks knowing that, like, that game is just gonna vanish someday and there will be no recovering it. Which is why we need to support incentives like Stop Killing Games and try to get some real answers from various governments around the world. Because, like, once precedent starts being set in other countries, it will be easier to get the US to care. That's the problem at the moment, is the US doesn't care. And they already have their own kind of precedent, but not really, which is annoying. The best way to put it is, like, with the US, it's a case of, because there is no legal precedent saying that game companies just deleting what they've sold you isn't a bad thing. Like, there's no precedent saying one way or the other. They assume, because no one has challenged it yet, that, like, they're you know, it's fine, you know. The US also has a big problem with groups lobbying their government and completely ruining good things anyway, so it's probably best to start with, you know, governments where that's not as big of an issue, because that happens with every government. Governmental lobbying is just a thing that has always happened, will always happen, and always sucks. Like, here's a fun one. Did you know nuclear power is actually safer than normal power plants? Like, the power plant itself is safer than a normal power plant. I know what you're thinking, but it's nuclear power. We've been told that it's dangerous. Yeah, you've been told by the regular power plant companies. They funded all of that. You've been lied to by the people who want to keep their money, basically. They don't care about you or the environment or anything else. They just care that you're continuing to spend your money buying electricity from them. It's also why anytime there tends to be talk of, like, implementing wind power somewhere or mass solar power, it's always met with pushback of, oh, well, it'll never sustain the grid, or it'll, you know, like, it'll always have that pushback. Because, well, quite simply, these companies don't want to lose their profits. And if they acknowledge and admit that there is a better option, but they've invested all of this money into their coal burning and all that power plants, they lose out. Okay, so the violin beetle. The violin beetle does not count. That's a bit of a bummer. Because I really don't feel like going to the island. I got stuff I need to do today. I've also got some real annoyance later today, the day this video goes up. Thankfully not currently right now, today for me, but it'll be tomorrow for me. There's a planned power outage. And, like, I get it, it's for infrastructure upgrades, but man, our planned power outage is annoying. Wait, I still have 200 turnips to sell. $200 turnips and a violin beetle. Yeah, like this was a pretty cool Nintendo Direct. And just like the fact that there's online multiplayer to Perfect Dark, just that sold me completely right there. Like especially because like the only other version of Perfect Dark that like is even on a modern-ish system is the version you could have bought on the Xbox 360 from their online store that has now been shut down. I'm pretty sure my copy of Perfect Dark I bought is still playable, but I don't know. I don't trust Microsoft as far as I could throw them, so like, who knows really, but I should actually check, because that was a pretty cool version of Perfect Dark, and I still need to like get back to some of the missions there. Some of them are pretty difficult. Only 90,000 away? Yeah, I'll cooperate. There you go. There's the rest of it. Just look forward to the completed project. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay. Do I have an Orchid Mantis? That is something I should really check. Because, okay, yeah, I do. I have an Orchid Mantis. I have a lot of the bugs, honestly. Like, I'm not missing that many. I think it's fish I'm missing more of. Kind of. And I have most of the deep sea creatures. Like, we're doing pretty good. Like... But, yeah. It's been a decent length episode today. I do really want to go get Bella the, stag beetle, but, like, I really don't want to go to the island just for a stag beetle. And, like, I've already got enough money. Actually, let's go put some money away before I forget to, and then have, like, an inventory full of money tomorrow. I love the park. I might actually end today in the park. It's like, I love the park. I just want to go sit in the park. Alright, I have a home loan. How much was my home loan? My home loan is $0. Da-da-da-da-da. I put money away in Nook's account. Jesus. Dying. I really need a drink. We haven't got our coffee yet today either. Drink some of my own coffee. Hello, Nook. Oh, welcome. Oh my goodness. It's Steven. So good to see you. Happy day. Paid off your home reservation in full. Further renovation at any time. I actually really like this. I like castles, man. I can't help it. I don't think I could actually do that yet, so yeah, let's expand again. Let's just do more space again. Let's make the second floor bigger. Frisk is being a pain in the butt again, because of course she is. And like, I feel bad because like she'll end up brushing against my leg, which then triggers my just a natural instinct in my body to just be like, get whatever it is away from leg. So she'll end up getting like pushed around, and it's like, well, stop going near my leg, like. Yeah, let's come chill in the park to end today's episode. So, with everything out of the way, I thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I shall see you back here tomorrow for more Animal Crossing New Leaf Welcome Amiibo. See you all then.